Okay, so today we are starting with science, next chapter, friction. This is part of physics. I had already, had a brief discussion regarding what is friction and, why does friction produce between two surfaces. Today we are again going to go through the same topics but in a little bit more detail, and then we are going to have a little quiz also. Okay, since this is a very easy topic, it is not a very complicated topic, so we should not take more than maybe let's say 40-45 minutes to finish everything. Okay, so let's target and complete this quickly, and let's get to the quiz of this. Sure. सबसे पहले, if you have this book, please highlight or underline the main you can say points, okay, which you can refer later also for revision. The first statement, what is friction? What is the definition of friction? The force which always opposes the motion of one object over the other object in contact with it is called friction. So what do we learn from this definition? First thing, friction is a contact force. Friction is a contact force. Okay, friction always takes place when two surfaces or two objects or two separate objects of two surfaces are in contact. Okay, friction is a contact force. So physical contact is mandatory for friction to take place. दूसरी बात कि it always comes into play. Comes into play मतलब ये तभी originate होता है. It always comes into play when there is a relative motion. It always comes into play when there is a relative motion between two bodies. When there is a relative motion between two bodies in contact. When two bodies are in contact, friction, and then there is a relative motion between the two bodies in contact, friction comes into play. Friction always comes into play when there is a relative motion between the two bodies and the two bodies are in contact. Okay, and it is a contact force. Remember that. So, okay, there is no absolute truth between this, because friction is also present when the two bodies are not in relative motion with each other. There is one friction which is also present when two bodies are not in motion with each other, with respect to each other. Suppose there is a table, there is a surface, okay, there is a surface, and on this surface if I keep an object like this, it is kept, it is not moving, there is no relative motion. Is there any friction between this body and this surface? Is there any friction?
No, sir.
Okay, Tanish is saying no. Are we? Is there any friction?
No, sir.
Okay, Arvi is also saying no. Rashi, is there any friction? Okay, Rashi is also saying no. Siddharth? Okay, Siddharth is also saying no. So majority are saying no. Let's ask Shubh.
Sir, I think yes.
Okay, Shubh is saying yes. Tanush?
Sir, no.
Okay, so I am afraid to say that Shubh is correct. Shubh is correct. There is a friction. ठीक है. So ये जो मैंने लिखा है ना, it always comes into play when there is a relative motion between the two bodies in contact. That is only for one kind of friction, and I will tell you that type. here the friction is there when the one body is at rest over the other body which are in contact. The friction which exists between them is static friction. ठीक है, static friction is a friction when two bodies which are in contact with each other, they are at rest with respect to each other. And the friction which I am talking about is kinetic friction. So friction की दो type होती है, static friction and kinetic friction. So how we can sum it up? Friction when two bodies in contact are at rest with respect to each other. जब दो बॉडीज कांटेक्ट में है और वो दोनों में कोई रिलेटिव मोशन नहीं है, दे आर एट रेस्ट, एंड दैट फ्रिक्शन इज स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन. That friction is static friction. And when two bodies in contact are in relative motion with respect to each other. ठीक है, when two bodies in contact are in relative motion with respect to each other, मतलब पहला बॉडी दूसरे के ऊपर स्लाइड हो रहा है या दूसरा बॉडी पहले के ऊपर स्लाइड हो रहा है या दोनों बॉडीज एक दूसरे के साथ कांटेक्ट में और दोनों स्लाइड हो रहे हैं एक दूसरे के रिलेटिव. ठीक है, सो जो फ्रिक्शन होता है दैट इज कॉल्ड काइनेटिक फ्रिक्शन, स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ फ्रिक्शन विच इज नोन एज काइनेटिक फ्रिक्शन. ठीक है, दो केसेस बता देता हूँ मैं यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल के साथ. ये केसेस तो है ही, बेसिकली एग्जाम्पल बताना है. सो सपोज देर इज अ सरफेस. ठीक है, ये सरफेस के ऊपर एक ऑब्जेक्ट रखा है. ठीक है, एंड द ऑब्जेक्ट इज एट रेस्ट. बट अगर सेम सरफेस पे on the same surface there is another object, which is in motion. यहाँ पे motion है. ठीक है, on the same surface if there is some another object which is in motion, तो यहाँ पे कौन सा फ्रिक्शन आ जाएगा? काइनेटिक फ्रिक्शन. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर. अच्छा, इन दोनों के बीच में भी आपस में एक रिलेशनशिप है, वो अभी बता देता हूं मैं. स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन, ठीक है, STFR मतलब स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन इज ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन काइनेटिक फ्रिक्शन. स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन इज ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन काइनेटिक फ्रिक्शन. एक बार दो बॉडीज जो पहले रेस्ट पे थी, व्हेन दे स्टार्ट मूविंग विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू ईच अदर, the friction reduces a little bit. There is a little reduction in friction. ठीक है, दो टाइप का फ्रिक्शन समझ में आया तुम लोगों को? अच्छा, यहाँ पे स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन जो है ना, इसका कोई डायरेक्शन नहीं है. there is no direction as such, but here kinetic friction has a specific direction. The direction of kinetic friction is opposite to the direction of motion. हमेशा काइनेटिक फ्रिक्शन मोशन के ऑपोज में एक्ट करता है. स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन का ऐसा कोई एज सच डायरेक्शन नहीं होता है. ठीक है, लेकिन अगर सपोज तुम यहाँ से इसको पुश करोगे और ये बॉडी मूव नहीं कर रहा है, क्योंकि ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन एक्ट हो रहा है. सो स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन का भी जो डायरेक्शन है वो टेंडेंसी ऑफ मोशन के ऑपोजिट ही रहता है. टेंडेंसी मतलब क्या? द इंटेंशन ऑफ मोशन. अगर मैं यहाँ से पुश करूंगा राइट साइड में टूवर्ड्स राइट, it will have a tendency to move towards right. It will not move, but it will have a tendency or intention to move towards right. So static friction तुरंत it will come into play and it will act in the opposite direction. It will not allow it to move. It will not allow the body to slide in the right direction. ठीक है. अच्छा, kinetic friction में the body is moving towards the right direction and at the same time kinetic friction is acting in the left direction. So friction करता क्या है? Friction का purpose क्या है? What is the purpose of friction? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone sum up the purpose? Purpose क्या है friction का? What is the purpose of friction? Yes, Siddharth.
So it makes a grip so that no zip.
Sorry, can you repeat again?
So it makes a grip
It makes the grip.
on the surface.
Okay, okay. Anyone else? Because I want little bit more evolved answer. Anyone else?
Ma'am, a friction's purpose is it is used in our daily life. Like
No,
if
no, I'm
friction
not.
is
No. I'm not asking about its advantages or disadvantages. What does friction want? Friction को क्या करना है? What does friction want? See, when you are telling me the advantages or disadvantages of friction, you are telling how it is beneficial to us or how it is harmful to us. I am not telling that. What does friction want? Friction का purpose क्या है? What is the purpose of friction? After all, उसको करना क्या है friction को bodies के साथ? Yes, Shubh.
I mean, sir, it tries to stop the
Motion.
moving object.
Yes, very good. Its purpose is to restrict motion of one body over other. तुम्हें समझ में आया? फ्रिक्शन का पर्पस क्या है? Its purpose is to restrict the motion of one body over other body. This is the purpose, simple purpose. ठीक है. और ये पर्पस फुलफिल करने के लिए फ्रिक्शन जो कर सकता है वो करेगा. अगर बॉडी रेस्ट पे है तो फ्रिक्शन चाहेगा कि बॉडी हमेशा रेस्ट पे ही रहे. तो अगर बॉडी पे एक पुश भी आया तो फ्रिक्शन की डायरेक्शन will be in such a direction that that push should not be able to move the body. तो फ्रिक्शन का पर्पस क्या हुआ? फ्रिक्शन intends to restrict the motion of one body over another. ठीक है. अगर बॉडी मूविंग है तो फ्रिक्शन चाहेगा कि जल्द से जल्द ये बॉडी रुक जाए. तो फ्रिक्शन का इंटेंशन क्या है? पर्पस क्या है? इट वॉन्ट्स टू स्टॉप द मूविंग बॉडी. इट वॉन्ट्स टू रिस्ट्रिक्ट द मोशन ऑफ द बॉडी, वन बॉडी ओवर अदर. समझ में आया? पर्पस समझ में आया फ्रिक्शन का? ये अच्छा, ये क्यों होता है? अब ये नेचुरल है. फ्रिक्शन इज अ नेचुरल फोर्स. ये नेचुरल फोर्स ऐसा क्यों होता है इसके पीछे का भी हम लोग रीजन जानेंगे. बट अंडरस्टैंड दैट फ्रिक्शन इज अनअवॉइडेबल. It is unavoidable, and that's why you should know the purpose of that force, which is unavoidable force. Can you avoid friction? No, you can reduce it, but can you make it zero? Can you make it zero? No, you cannot. You can never make it zero. So it is a natural force which will always be there. You cannot make it zero. Its purpose will always be to restrict motion of one body over other, right? It is a self-adjusting force. ठीक है. ये दूसरा उसका नेचर बता रहा हूं मैं, पर्पस में ही लिख रहा हूं मैं. इट इज अ सेल्फ एडजस्टिंग फोर्स. मैं तुम्हें एक एग्जांपल देता हूं इसका. सपोज मेरे हाथ में एक ऑब्जेक्ट है. ठीक है. अच्छा, ये ऑब्जेक्ट को सपोज मैं ऐसे पुश कर रहा हूं, ये स्लाइड नहीं हो रहा है. और हार्ड पुश कर रहा हूँ, स्लाइड नहीं हो रहा है. और हार्ड पुश कर रहा हूँ, अभी थोड़ा थोड़ा मूव करने लगा है. एंड अभी मूव करने लगा. यू सी दैट? सो क्या हुआ? मैंने जब थोड़ा पुश दिया तो फ्रिक्शन ने थोड़ा अपोज किया. मैंने थोड़ा ज़्यादा पुश किया तो फ्रिक्शन ने थोड़ा और ज़्यादा अपोज किया. मैंने और थोड़ा ज़्यादा पुश किया तो फ्रिक्शन का अपोज और बढ़ गया. मतलब जितना मैं पुश कर रहा हूँ उतना फ्रिक्शन सामने से बढ़ता जा रहा है. एक पॉइंट आ गया जहां पे फ्रिक्शन मेरे ऑपोज के अगेंस्ट फेल हो गया और बॉडी मूव करने लगा. डू यू गेट द होल पिक्चर? डू यू गेट द होल पिक्चर? यू कैन ट्राई द सेम थिंग विथ एनी ऑब्जेक्ट केप्ट ओवर एनी सरफेस. पहले उसको हल्का सा पुश करो, वो आगे नहीं जाएगा. फिर थोड़ा और हल्का ज़्यादा फोर्स बढ़ाओ, वो फिर भी आगे नहीं जाएगा. फिर थोड़ा और फोर्स बढ़ाओ, फिर वो जस्ट मूव करने की पोजीशन में आ जाएगा. थोड़ा और फोर्स बढ़ाओ और फिर वो मूव करने लगेगा. सो इट्स अ सेल्फ एडजस्टिंग फोर्स. मेरा अप्लाइड फोर्स जितना कम है, मेरा अप्लाइड फोर्स ऑब्जेक्ट पे जितना कम है, फ्रिक्शन भी कम रहेगा. मेरा अप्लाइड फोर्स बढ़ने लगा, फ्रिक्शन भी बढ़ता जाएगा. एंड देन इट विल रीच द पीक वैल्यू, मैक्सिमम वैल्यू. उसके बाद वो फेल हो जाएगा. मतलब मेरा अप्लाइड फोर्स उससे ज़्यादा हो जाएगा एंड देन द बॉडी विल स्टार्ट मूविंग. You get it? It's a self-adjusting force, and its purpose is to restrict the motion of one body over other. I hope now you know what is a friction. It's a force, and it acts on bodies which tend to move or which are already moving over another surface. ठीक है? If the body is at rest, it is just intending to move, then the nature of friction will be static. If the body is already in motion, the nature of friction will be kinetic. Static friction is always greater than kinetic friction, and the purpose of friction is to restrict the motion of one body over other, and it is a self-adjusting force. ठीक है? So I am giving you little bit more insight than what you can find in the textbook. मेरा जो insights है, मेरे discussions है, they will be able to frame the answer. They will make you frame the answer in a better way. It's because you have some other perspective. So I'm giving you perspective as per the definitions given in the textbook. मैं सिर्फ read नहीं कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है? दिख रहा है इस फिगर में? जहां पे तुम फोर्स एक्सर्ट कर रहे हो उसके ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में फ्रिक्शन क्रिएट हो रहा है, फ्रिक्शन जनरेट हो रहा है, फ्रिक्शन प्ले में आ रहा है. ठीक है? वेर एवर यू एक्सर्ट फोर्स इन द ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन, फ्रिक्शन ऑलवेज कम्स टू प्ले. सो फ्रिक्शन का डायरेक्शन हमेशा डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन या फिर इंटेंशन ऑफ मोशन के ऑपोजिट में रहेगा. अच्छा, फ्रिक्शन क्यों होता है, इसके पीछे का रीजन देख लो, क्योंकि ये तुम्हें आंसर में लिखना पड़ेगा. फ्रिक्शन इज कॉज्ड बाय द इंटरलॉकिंग ऑफ इररेगुलरिटीज इन द सर्फेसेस ऑफ टू ऑब्जेक्ट्स इन which are in contact with each other. So what happens is, you think that a particular surface is very smooth, बहुत smooth है एक surface, but you don't know how smooth it is because you see it from a perspective which is your eyes, and your eyes cannot magnify beyond a certain level. If you take something near your eye, your head will pain, but you won't be able to see it magnified. But yeah, if you use a camera, a mobile camera or maybe a DSLR, and then zoom in on a surface, you'll be able to see it in much more greater detail. If you put this object under a microscope and then check the surface, you will be completely amazed. Your mind will be blown. You will see that this surface, wow, it feels very smooth. It is very smooth surface, but it has so many irregularities on a microscopic level. Just imagine अगर ये surface के ऊपर मैं कोई और surface रख देता हूँ. Don't mind this surface. This is, who is this? Can anyone tell me?
Loki. Loki.
लौकी. लौकी की सब्जी.
Loki.
Yeah. Anyone fan of Loki? Any fans of Loki here? अरे क्या बात है यार. Did you see the series? Did you like it? Did you like it?
Yes, sir. Very
It
much.
was amazing, right? Time variant.
Yes.
Time variant authorities.
TV.
I am a real fan, big fan of Loki. Me and my son. So
Sir,
anyways,
I'm into DC side.
yeah, okay. आपके लिए भी कुछ है हमारे पास.
Batman.
My son, he is in second grade, and he just finished Dark Knight trilogy. He saw all the movies full and he is a super fan. Means कोई भी सुपर हीरो दिखा दो तो वो है, दिखता
And
है वो.
DC, I'm big fan of Joker.
हाँ, me too, man, me too. Which Joker, by the way? Heath Ledger or Joaquin Phoenix? The first one or the second one?
So first one.
Yeah,
Yours?
he was legend. But the second one is also amazing. Don't like the second one?
Not that much.
Why, man? He is so good, man. They both are incomparable. Anyways, yeah. So if Batman is a force applied on an object, Joker is a force of friction. Joker will always try to restrict Batman, right? Okay, cool. So suppose this is one body which is trying to slide over other body. We say, oh, it's sliding very smoothly. There is no friction. Friction is very less. But you will be amazed if you see these objects in under a microscope. You will find so many irregularities, that you will understand that no matter how smooth an object feels or looks, it is not. In reality, there are so many irregularities, and these irregularities, they pave way for friction to come into play. Wow, I just rhymed. They pave way for friction to come into play. So irregularities की वजह से friction होता है. ठीक है, irregularities रहेगी तो क्या होगा पता है? You see this? Do you see this two objects kept over one another? I'll just zoom in to quantum level. Where is I just lost the yeah, over here. Do you see the irregularities? What will happen due to these irregularities? The you know the contrusions which you call, which are protruding out of a surface, they will just mesh with each other from the lower and the upper surface, and they will just lock with each other. Interlocking हो जाएगा. Just imagine your fingers. ठीक है, your fingers are sliding over one another. What is happening? You see that interlocking? Just push them little bit below and then try to slide. It's so difficult to slide them like this because they are interlocked now. Slide them further, oh, not possible to move. So the more contrusions coming out, more interlocking taking place, more difficult it will become to slide. जितना ज़्यादा इरेगुलरिटी रहेगा उतना ज़्यादा इंटरलॉकिंग होगा और उतना ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगा स्लाइड करना. So that is the idea behind friction. First of all, friction is everywhere. Friction can never be zero between two surfaces. That means no matter how smooth a surface looks or feels, it is never smooth because friction will always be there. Friction can be reduced to a very less level. Why? By reducing the irregularities in a surface or by using some material due to which the friction between the two surfaces becomes less, like lubricants. You have any idea about lubricants?
Sir,
Yes.
oil.
Yes, oil. Exactly right. I'll show you what you put. What happens when you put oil between two irregular surfaces? I'll just show you. Yeah. Do you see this diagram? See, without oil, the contrusions are just meshing with each other, interlocking with each other when the surfaces are in contact. And this is, you can say, highly magnified diagram. Okay. It is not in normal cases. You will feel that the surfaces are very smooth. But this is highly magnified situation. This is what happens when you pour oil between the two surfaces. क्या हो गया? The
So oil is
irregularities.
just the irregular.
Yeah, the irregularities are filled with oil now. Now, when you push one body or one surface over another, the oil will not let the contrusions come into contact. ऑयल उनके बीच में कांटेक्ट होने ही नहीं देगा. ऑयल क्या करेगा? ऑयल विल मेक वन बॉडी स्लाइड ओवर अदर बॉडी सीमलेसली, इजीली, स्मूथली. ठीक है, क्योंकि कोई भी इंटरलॉकिंग या मैशिंग हो ही नहीं रहा है. किसने उसकी जगह ले ली? पहले एयर थी वहां पे, नाउ एयर्स प्लेस हैज बीन टेकन ओवर बाय ऑयल. Oil, or maybe do you know any other lubricant except oil? Sorry?
So grease.
Water. No, water is not a lubricant. Water is not a lubricant. Yeah, grease is. You know, the lubricants have to be little bit more thicker, viscous, denser. Not density में denser, but they should be thick, so that when two bodies are in contact with each other, they do not just slip out between two bodies. They should remain there, and for that the viscosity should be very high. So this is the real situation when you put oil between two surfaces, that is to fill the irregularities. Great. Wow, I like this impromptu style of learning and teaching, because if I teach word to word from textbook, you guys will go to sleep. I don't like that. Neither do you. Okay. Do you know what is this on the right side of your screen? What figure is this? It has a hook.
The weight.
No, what is this known
It
as?
is used to measure weight.
Yeah, it is used to measure weight.
न्यूज़पेपर वाले आते हैं ना, देखिए, come with this.
या रद्दी वालों के पास रहता है. क्या बोलते हैं इसको?
Weight scale.
No, it is not. It is not balance scale, weight scale. Spring balance. It is written over there. Spring balance. How does spring balance? Acha, what does spring balance measure? Simple question.
Weight.
Yes, actually, not only weight, because weight is a special kind of force, gravitational force. Spring balance is a device which is used to measure force acting on an object. Spring balance is a device which is used to measure the force acting on an object, and that force can be any force. It can be frictional force, it can be a mechanical force, push or a pull, it can be a weight, gravitational force acting on a body, any kind of weight, any kind of force can be measured using spring balance. You know, इतने छोटे छोटे spring balance आते हैं. Have you seen them? प्लास्टिक के आते हैं, ट्रांसपेरेंट वाले, अंदर स्प्रिंग होती है. नहीं? प्लीज ऑर्डर करो यार, फिजिक्स के स्टूडेंट्स हो तुम लोग. गाइज आई विल शो यू. वेट, क्या कर रहे हो तुम लोग यार? ग्रेट फ्रीडम फेस्टिवल में से यही मंगाओगे तुम लोग? स्मॉल स्प्रिंग बैलेंस. Yeah, this kind maybe. Yeah, this one. 150 rupees. किसको चाहिए? It's a very small one, tiny. Okay, let me just copy this. Can I copy this figure?
So you can save it and.
Yeah, I have copied it. So I'm going to, what I'm showing you right now is a spring balance, okay, which measures force in very small quantities, and I'm going to show you what kind of quantity and how does it work. It has this kind of a hook over here to hold it, okay, or you can maybe attach it with some kind of device or wherever you want to fix it, you can fix it. Do you see the spring? स्प्रिंग दिख रही है तुम्हें?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, so this spring will stretch itself when a force is applied on it, and it is made in such a way that only if certain force is applied it stretches by a certain amount. ठीक है, suppose you are applying a force of 25 grams. How much? 25 grams. Force equal to 25 grams. It will stretch by this much amount. स्प्रिंग यहां से यहां पे आ जाएगी. समझ में आया तुमको? तुम अगर 200 ग्राम्स का फोर्स लगाओगे तो स्प्रिंग यहां से यहां आ जाएगी, पोजीशन 1 से पोजीशन 2, 200 ग्राम्स. आर यू गेटिंग इट? सो ये जो छोटा सा 150 रुपीज़ का छोटा सा खिलौना है, ये तुम्हें फिजिक्स की इतनी सारी नॉलेज देगा और इतने सारे मज़ेदार एक्सपेरिमेंट कर सकते हो तुम इससे. तुम्हारे घर पे तुम इसको रख सकते हो. इवन यू कैन मेजर स्मॉल ऑब्जेक्ट्स वेट. जैसे कि कुछ किचन में कुछ यू वांट टू प्रिपेयर सम डिश एंड यू वांट टू मेजर क्वांटिटी ऑफ सर्टन इंग्रेडिएंट, यू कैन मेजर विथ इट. इसमें ग्राम्स में मेजर कर सकते हो तुम. बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, फ्रिक्शन चैप्टर में जो भी एक्सपेरिमेंट तुम करना चाहो तुम कर सकते हो. ठीक है, सो व्हाट आई सजेस्ट इज बाय दिस, इन्वेस्ट 150 रुपीज़ इन योर फ्यूचर, एंड अमेजोन में तो मिलता ही है, तो घर पे डिलीवरी आ जाएगी. ठीक है, सो दिस लुक्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग. इसको अगर तुम आगे मैंने जो बताया एक्सपेरिमेंट, आगे मैं जो बताऊंगा उसमें अगर यूज़ करोगे ना, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड द चैप्टर और द कॉन्सेप्ट मच मोर ईजिली. तो देखते हैं कौन इसको ऑर्डर करके सबसे पहले मेरे को दिखाता है. ठीक है, ऑल्सो इट्स नॉट कंपल्सरी. अगर आपको 150 रुपीज़ सेव करना है तो आप कर सकते हैं, मुझे कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता. लेकिन अगर आप ऑर्डर करोगे तो मुझे अच्छा लगेगा, बिकॉज देन आई विल थिंक दैट यू गाइज आर रियली इंटरेस्टेड इन learning something rather than just completing the syllabus. ठीक है, I am interested in that. I don't want to just finish the syllabus. I want you to learn something from it. ठीक है, सो आगे क्लास 9th में भी फोर्स पढ़ने हैं हमें, क्लास 10th में भी शायद 10th में नहीं 11th में. ठीक है, तो और 12th में भी. तो आई थिंक ये चीज़ तुम्हें काम आएगी, एंड इट इज़ अ हैंडी डिवाइस. ओके गाइस, सो फ्रिक्शन किस पे फ्रिक्शन किस चीज़ों पे डिपेंड करता है, और या फिर कौन से फैक्टर्स फ्रिक्शन को अफेक्ट करते हैं? द नेचर ऑफ द टू सरफेसेस, स्मूथनेस और रफनेस ऑफ द टू सरफेस, है कि नहीं? जितना ज़्यादा स्मूथ उतना फ्रिक्शन कम, जितना रफ सरफेस उतना फ्रिक्शन ज़्यादा. एंड द फोर्स विथ विच द टू सरफेसेस आर प्रेस्ड टूगेदर. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय दैट फोर्स? व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय दैट फोर्स? अगर ये ऑब्जेक्ट मेरे पाम पे रखा गया है, what is the force with which it is pressing against my palm? What is that force? Can anyone tell me?
Gravitation.
Yes, it is the force due to gravity. Force due to gravity मतलब उसका weight. Force due to gravity मतलब उसका weight. अच्छा, just imagine I have these two objects in my hand, in both my hands. ठीक है, I have these two objects. This is heavier, this is not heavy. Which will, suppose they are both same objects, okay? Which will have more frictional force acting on between both the surfaces? In which the frictional force will be greater, in the right object, the black object, or low key?
So the black object.
Yeah, because it is heavy. If it is heavy, then it will press against my hand more hardly. Means it will exert more weight on my hand, and more weight means more pressing. More pressing means more interlocking. More interlocking means more friction. I hope you are getting it. See, spring balance की एक्टिविटी आ गई. सबसे पहले तुम लोग ये ट्राई कर सकते हो घर पे. व्हाट यू कैन डू इज, ब्रिक मत लेना, एक छोटा सा ऑब्जेक्ट ले लेना, एंड देन ट्राई टू पुल इट ओवर अ फ्लोर. and then check the measurement on spring balance. ठीक है, फिर ऑब्जेक्ट चेंज करके एक दूसरा स्मूदर ऑब्जेक्ट ले लेना. सो दो अलग अलग ऑब्जेक्ट से ट्राई करना है तुम्हें, एक स्मूदर एक रफ, एक हैवी एक लाइट, एंड देन यू हैव टू चेक द फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स, एंड देन यू हैव टू रिकॉर्ड द रिजल्ट्स दैट फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स कभी ज़्यादा है. यू कैन डू वन थिंग, बॉक्स आता ना, बॉक्स जो अमेजोन की डिलीवरी आती है वो बॉक्स में आती है, पता है, कॉटन, छोटा सा कार्टन आता है, उसके अंदर वेट डालो और उसको बांध दो और वो जो स्प्रिंग बैलेंस है उससे खींचो, एंड देन नोटिस कि स्प्रिंग बैलेंस पे कितना वेट है. ठीक है, फिर उसको खाली कर दो आधा और फिर खींचो, फिर नोटिस करो. सो जब तुम खींचोगे ना, यू आर नॉट मेजरिंग इट्स वेट, यू आर मेजरिंग द फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स, यू आर मेजरिंग द फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स. ठीक है, so that will be a good experiment. Try that. मुझे बताओ, लाइट बॉक्स हैवी बॉक्स, फिगर नंबर ए बी, किसमें ज़्यादा होगा फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स?
B, heavy box.
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. फ्रिक्शन फोर्स हैवी बॉक्स में ज़्यादा होगा. Okay, then there are three types of frictional forces which they have listed over here, जिसमें से एक फोर्स ऑलरेडी मैंने तुम्हें, दो फोर्स ऑलरेडी मैंने तुम्हें डिस्कस किए हैं, बट मैंने जो तुम्हें बोला था फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स, दैट वाज काइनेटिक फ्रिक्शन. स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन तो मैंने बताया ही था. स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन, व्हाट वाज स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन? कैन एनीवन डिफाइन स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन? व्हाट वाज स्टैटिक फ्रिक्शन? The force of friction when two bodies
at rest.
are at rest with respect to each other. The force of friction acting between two bodies when they are at rest with respect to each other is known as static friction. Now the same body when begins to move, it can move in two ways. Either it can slide, or it can roll. In both the case, the friction will be kinetic friction. In both the case, the body is moving. That's why the friction will be kinetic friction. And this kinetic friction, remember, it depends on the nature of motion. What kind of motion is happening? So the motion, if it is sliding, if one body is sliding over other, the friction will be sliding friction. If one body is rolling over other body with the help of wheels, then it will be rolling friction. And always remember the relationship between all three of them. Static friction is the greatest, sliding friction is in between, and rolling friction is the least. सबसे कम होता है रोलिंग फ्रिक्शन. ठीक है, तो जब तुम एक हैवी बॉक्स को पुश करते हो ना, तो सबसे ज़्यादा फ्रिक्शन तुम्हें एक्सपीरियंस होता है तब तक जब तक वो मूव नहीं करता, till the point it begins actually moving, sliding further, friction is huge. अच्छा, once it starts sliding, the friction will be less, then it will be easier to keep on sliding it further. But if you attach wheels to that box, then it will be very easy to slide it or roll it ahead, because with wheels rolling friction decreases, it is least as compared to static or sliding, and that's why the body will roll ahead without any much of an effort. There will be an effort, but it will be very, very less. Okay, so that was an idea. Yeah, so you again, with the help of that small spring balance which I told you to get, you can check the value of static friction, that is when the body intends to move or slide. Okay, it just when the body intends to move. When the body is not moving, it is about to move. When the body is about to move, you can check the value of force of friction in the spring balance. Acha, once it starts moving, again check the value of force on spring balance. It will be little less, and same body, if you attach some wheels to it, अगर तुम्हारे पास रोलर ब्लेड्स या फिर स्केट्स रहेंगे ना, या स्केटबोर्ड होगा, वो बॉडी को स्केटबोर्ड के ऊपर रख दो और फिर स्लाइड करो, यू विल सी दैट फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन विल बी द लीस्ट, सबसे कम होगा. ठीक है. So you can do these kind of experiments. Yeah, it will be fun for you. अच्छा, फ्रिक्शन इज नेसेसरी ईविल. ईविल भी बोला है, नेसेसरी भी बोला है. यस तनुष.
सर ये हमें क्वेश्चन टेस्ट में आया था, व्हाई इज फ्रिक्शन अ नेसेसरी इविल.
Yeah, and I remember that before your test I discussed it with you. है ना?
आपने बोला था ये क्वेश्चन जरूर आएगा.
हाँ, ये आता ही है बिकॉज ये ऐसा है, थोड़ा सा कॉन्ट्ररी लगता है ये, मतलब कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी क्वेश्चन है. एक तो नेसेसरी भी बोला है और ईविल भी बोला है. ईविल इसलिए क्योंकि इसके डिसएडवांटेज है, नेसेसरी इसलिए बिकॉज इसके बिना बहुत सारी चीज़ नहीं हो सकती, है ना. इफ़ यू want to walk, there must be a little amount of friction between your feet and the ground. Without that friction, ground will not be able to push your foot in the forward direction. You know what happens when you walk? What happens? How do you walk? You push the ground in the backward direction, and ground pushes you in the forward direction. This is action and reaction forces, and this is explained by Newton's third law of motion, which you are going to study in class 9. So Newton ने बोला था कि to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction in forward direction. Suppose you are applying action in backward direction. Suppose you are pushing ground in the backward direction. Ground will push you in the forward direction. So to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Right? हाँ, तो अगर तुम्हें ग्राउंड को पीछे पुश करना है, तुम्हारा पैर एक जगह पे होना चाहिए ना. योर फुट शुड बी प्लांटेड एट वन सिंगल पोजिशन, वन पॉइंट. If your foot has to be planted at one point, it has to be fixed at one point. How can it be fixed if there is no friction? अगर फ्रिक्शन होगा ही नहीं तो फुट तो स्लिप हो जाएगा, और फुट स्लिप हो गया तो तुम आगे कैसे जाओगे? यू विल स्लिप एंड फॉल डाउन. समझ में आया? So for walking without tripping, without falling down, you require a little amount of friction. So friction enables us to walk without slipping. ठीक है. तुमने देखा होगा जहाँ पे पानी होता है या फिर बनाना पील होता है या फिर ऑयल गिरा होता है, यू स्लिप. वाई यू स्लिप? यस सिद्धार्थ.
So water is also lubricant, no? Because it also produces friction.
Yeah, it also reduces friction, you mean to say?
Yes.
Yeah. So but it is not used as a lubricant. That's why they never say water is a lubricant. Yeah, water does not have any application as a lubricant, but it definitely can reduce friction between two objects, but it is never used as a lubricant. You know why? Because water can also produce rust between two metallic bodies. Also water is not as efficient lubricant as oil is. Oil is much more efficient lubricant than water, but yes, water can also reduce force of friction between two objects, but it is not a lubricant. You cannot call it a lubricant. Same thing, see, walking, running, or cycling, or riding a bike, or driving a car, everything requires movement, and wherever movement comes, friction becomes necessary evil. Okay, if there is no friction, then how the movement will come into play? The body will move, but it will move in its own place because lack of friction. So for cars to, मैंने तुम्हें एक वीडियो भी बताया था जहाँ पे कार का व्हील अपनी जगह पे घूमता रहता है, स्किड करती है कार, है ना. So that is due to lack of friction. So movement becomes possible due to the presence of friction. If you are already in motion, you want to slow down, you want to stop, what you will do? You will apply brakes. How do you apply brakes? With the help of friction. Friction slows down a moving wheel. Friction helps us to slow down a moving vehicle by exerting force with the help of a certain mechanism which is known as brakes. Brakes will exert force on the wheel, and they will slow down the wheel and eventually stop the wheels from moving. So it also helps us to slow down or stop a moving vehicle. it enables us to write and draw on paper, because to draw on paper, can you draw on glass, can you draw on smoother surface is very difficult. Paper, there is a lot of friction between pencil and pen.
बहुत smooth से slide हो जाता है
हाँ,
वो
स्मूथ में
pen।
वो टिकता ही नहीं है, पेन का निब, पेन का निब उस सरफेस पे रहता ही नहीं है, वो स्लाइड हो जाता है। अगर तुम ज़बरदस्ती लिखने की भी कोशिश करो, यू वोंट बी एबल टू गेट सम, देर आर like instances where they will write on glass and all, but it's not as efficient as paper, because in paper the friction is more and it is required. फ्रिक्शन enables us to pick up and hold things in our hand. अगर फ्रिक्शन नहीं होता है, तुम्हें पता है ना, गीले हाथ से चीज़ें फिसल जाती है, ऑयली हाथ से चीज़ें फिसल जाती हैं, दैट इज ड्यू टू लैक ऑफ फ्रिक्शन. नेल्स कैन बी फिक्स्ड इन अ वॉल ड्यू टू फ्रिक्शन. वॉल या फिर वुड में नेल्स अंदर जब मारते हो तुम, हाउ डू दे स्टे देयर? बिकॉज ऑफ फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन बिटवीन द नेल एंड द वॉल. Okay, wall or wood holds the nail together because of the force of friction. Okay, I also told you about matchsticks in the last class when I introduced it. Matchstick में कौन सा substance होता है? Metals और non-metals में पढ़ा है हमने.
phosphorus।
Very good. And phosphorus comes in contact with air and it
catches fire।
very good, catches fire. So in order to expose phosphorus to air, uh, we need to rub off the protective layer of the matchstick. ठीक है, to rub it off, we rub it on the matchstick box or match box, and once the protective layer is worn off, the phosphorus is exposed to air, and when it comes in contact with oxygen, it automatically starts burning. So again, the reason is friction. Friction enables us to cut wood with saw. If there is, it's very difficult to cut with a blunt knife. Very difficult. And specifically a saw which is blunt, you cannot cut because you cannot get a grip on any object. किसी पे अगर grip चाहिए ना, तो you need friction, and for that saw with those zigzags to get more grip on any object is necessary. डिसएडवांटेजेस ऑफ फ्रिक्शन हम सबको पता है. सोल्स, शूज के सोल्स घिस जाते हैं, दे वेयर अवे. यू नीड टू आई हैव सीन दैट मेनी पीपल इन इंडिया, दे थिंक दैट एक बार स्पोर्ट्स शूज खरीद लिया तो खरीद लिया, फिर कभी उसको रिप्लेस करते ही नहीं है, एंड दैट कॉजेज इंजरी टू द लेग. बिकॉज तुम्हारे स्पोर्ट्स शूज़ की एक लाइफ होती है, तुम एक सर्टन पीरियड ऑफ टाइम के लिए उसको यूज़ करोगे, वो घिस जाएंगे, and then they will worn off, and then your leg will not be in a balanced position. So you need to check whether how much sports shoes have been worn off or have been used, and you should replace them time to time. Otherwise your feet will not be in a stable position on ground, and maybe due to your body weight your foot position will not be stable and you might get some injury. So you should always check that whether your shoes have worn off or not. Tires of vehicles have to be replaced gradually, regularly, because they gradually wear out due to friction. I'm sure that maybe all of you, your parents might have some vehicle, and they might have changed the wheels of the vehicle periodically. यू माइट हैव हर्ड कि मेरे को व्हील चेंज करना है, या कंपनी ने बोला है व्हील चेंज करने के लिए आफ्टर 25,000 किलोमीटर्स और समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो देर इज़ अ लाइफ स्पैन ऑफ ऑल द व्हील्स. सारे व्हील्स का ना एक लाइफ स्पैन होता है, और ये लाइफ स्पैन के बाद ना वो व्हील्स को तुम्हें रिप्लेस करना पड़ता है. यू नीड टू रिप्लेस दोज व्हील्स. इफ़ यू डू नॉट रिप्लेस, तो क्या होगा कि उसके ऊपर जो ट्रेड होते हैं ना, ट्रेड्स आर दो जिगजैग लाइन्स which have some grooves which actually get a grip on the road. ठीक है, अगर रोड पे ग्रिप ठीक नहीं है ना, तो तुम्हें ब्रेक लगाओगे व्हीकल पे हाई स्पीड पे, और व्हीकल रुकेगा नहीं, वो स्किड होके आगे चला जाएगा और एक्सीडेंट हो सकता है. सो इट इज़ वेरी डेंजरस टू राइड विथ ओल्ड टायर्स. ऑल्सो दे कैन बर्स्ट because they wear out and they become very thin. So due to air pressure and heat, because जितना ज़्यादा रनिंग करोगे, ठीक है, it will wear out more and it can burst. Tanush, what are you watching?
Yes, sir.
Why is your screen flickering so much? I'm not showing any video or anything.
I'm seeing the screen, sir.
I don't know, but your screen is like constantly flickering. Okay, friction wears out the rubbing machine parts. There is a constant movement between machine parts, and due to friction, they wear out very easily. They also wear out, so yeah, of course, these machine parts have to be replaced time to time. Uh, Also, friction wears out the brake pads of vehicles gradually, so they need to be replaced from time to time. So when your vehicle goes out for servicing in the service center, they always tell that okay, change the brake pads or something like that, for the safety, of course. Friction wears out the steps of staircases in the building and foot over bridges. तुमने देखे होंगे ऐसे stairs, मैंने पहले भी बताया था इसके बारे में. It produces heat which may damage machines. Due to friction, there is a lot of heat and not good for the machine. Friction reduces efficiency of machines. Efficiency means if a machine is designed to produce a certain output, due to friction, the output decreases. Okay, so friction reduces the efficiency of machine. uh, Friction slows down motion. Friction reduces the motion of moving parts of machine. In fact, all the moving things such as cars, buses, aeroplanes, they are slowed down by friction. Methods of increasing friction, because it's a necessary evil. Grooves are made in soles of shoes to increase the friction and prevent slipping. You might have seen those grooves. Each brand has their own design, and once you step in the ground, you can see those foot or sole marks. Treads are made in tires to increase the friction and prevent skidding of vehicles on wet roads. Spikes are provided in the shoes of players and athletes to increase friction and prevent slipping. Anyone has worn this kind of spike wala shoes?
Sir, I have it.
You have it. Oh, great. So for which sport do you use it?
Football and cricket, sir.
And
Football.
and for which other sports are they used?
Sir, hurdle racing and wherever you need to run fast.
Yeah, so athletics. Any athletic sport, uh, these kind of shoes are used to get a better grip on the ground. Long jump, high jump. Gymnasts, they apply some coarse powder on their hands to increase the friction for better grip. You might have seen. ओलंपिक देख रहे हो कि नहीं आजकल? नहीं देख रहे हो यार, कैसे सैड लोग हैं.
Sir, can you repeat? My net went.
Yeah, I said that gymnasts, they apply some coarse substance or powder on their hands to increase friction for better grip. Kabaddi players also, they rub their hands with dry soil so that when they hold the other person, they do not lose the grip due to sweat. Machine belts are made of special materials to increase the friction and drive machine wheels properly. Okay. Methods of reducing friction. We can increase the smoothness between by polishing between the two surfaces which slide over one another. Of course, you can't increase the smoothness of the cloth if you are using a slide. The slide material has to be made more smooth, not the cloth. Friction can be reduced by applying lubricants like oil or grease to the rubbing surfaces. Friction can be reduced by using wheels to move objects. Ball bearings. Have you ever seen a ball bearing?
Sir, in Spinners.
Fidget spinner, yeah, very good. Everyone has seen it. Sorry, where? Shubh?
Skates.
Skates, very good. Yeah, skates also use ball bearings. They consist of a ring of small metal balls. The small metal balls of ball bearing can roll freely. Ball bearings are designed to make the moving parts of a machine to roll over each other rather than slide. The ball bearings is introduced between two surfaces which have to rotate over one another. For example, the axle is fixed on the inner side of the ball bearing and wheel is fixed on the outer side of ball bearing. So that wheel rotates on the axle very smoothly. Friction can be reduced by using ball bearings between the moving parts of the machine. I already told you. Fluid friction. Hey, can anyone tell me what do you mean by fluid? The word fluid?
So liquid or water liquid.
Okay, fluid means things which can flow. So there are two types of fluids, gases and liquids. All the gases and liquids are collectively known as fluids. सारे gases, सारे liquid, सबको हम लोग fluid बोलते हैं because they always flow, because they have tendency to flow very easily. ठीक है, वाटर, एयर, ये सब फ्लूइड्स है. फ्लूइड्स भी फ्रिक्शन एक्सर्ट करते हैं. हाउ डू दे एक्सर्ट फ्रिक्शन? बिकॉज वेन दे कम इन कॉन्टैक्ट विथ ऑब्जेक्ट्स मूविंग थ्रू देम, लाइक वाटर में मूव करती है बोट्स, एयर में मूव करता है एरोप्लेन, तो ये जब उसके थ्रू जाते हैं दे एक्सर्ट सम फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स. और ये जो फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स है ना, इसका एक स्पेशल नाम है. द फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स एक्सर्टेड बाय अ फ्लूइड is known as a drag force, drag force. So drag is kind of a frictional force exerted by fluid when it opposes the motion of an object which is passing through it. ठीक है, ड्रैग भी फ्रिक्शन जैसा ही है, फ्रिक्शन ही है इनफैक्ट. तो ड्रैग किस पे डिपेंड करता है? ड्रैग डिपेंड्स ऑन द स्पीड ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट, shape of the object, size of the object, nature of the fluid, that means viscosity of the fluid. Higher the speed of the object, greater will be the frictional drag acting on it. One aeroplane is flying at a speed of 1000 km per hour. It will have a greater drag, it will experience a greater drag than another similar aeroplane which is flying at a speed of 600 km per hour. Greater the speed, greater the drag. Objects having streamlined shape. You know what is streamlined shape? Anyone knows what is a streamlined shape?
सर एकदम ऐसे ऐसे वाला शेप जो एयरप्लेन्स का शेप.
So it is like shape of a bird, है ना? Which is like pointed. ऐसा इसको स्ट्रीमलाइन बोलते हैं. तो इससे जब एयर के करंट आते हैं ना, जब भी ऐसे शेप के अक्रॉस, सो व्हाट दे डू इज दे जस्ट बेंड सो इजीली over the shape, and this streamline shape is able to cut through any fluid very efficiently. Even boats have streamline shape, even submarines have streamline shapes, है ना? boats, submarines, speed boats, jet skis, aeroplanes, rockets, जो भी चीज़ें फ्लूइड में मूव करती है उनका शेप स्ट्रीमलाइन होता है, उसमें फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स कम हो जाता है. जितना फ्लैट शेप रहेगा उतना फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स ज़्यादा रहेगा. High viscosity of fluid, greater will be the frictional force or drag acting on the object moving through it. जितना थिक लिक्विड रहेगा उतना फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स या ड्रैग ज़्यादा रहेगा. Okay. So you know sports cars, how they are designed.
सर उनके टायर्स में वो ग्रिप ही नहीं होती, grooves और ridges, and they are flat shaped for to cut through it.
Yeah, so their shape is very streamlined and aerodynamic. You know aerodynamic word? Aerodynamic. Aerodynamic is such a shape which cuts through fluid very efficiently. It's a very sharp shape. All sports cars like Ferrari or Lamborghini or such cars, they have this kind of shapes. Aerodynamic shape which can cut through air very easily. Also the tires, as Tanush said, but yeah, that is for the ground, so it can turn very quickly without, you know, there is no much grooves on the tire. Aeroplane and a bird has a streamlined or a aerodynamic shape. Even this boat has. Okay, so it was a very simple, very easy chapter. It's done very quickly. It has a lot of questions. If you see the number of questions, I'll tell you. 70 questions are there in all. Okay, and you can submit it by Sunday, not this Sunday, not tomorrow, on 15th August, guys. ठीक है, 8 days you have. 8 days, I'll give you 8 days to finish 70 questions. Yes, Shubh, you are asking something.
So there are no MCQs.
There are. You want to do it, you can do it in the book only. There are some hots also. I'm not giving that. I'm just giving you this much. Okay? ठीक है. So next week we'll do sound. We are going to do sound. Also there will be a test of quadrilaterals and friction. ठीक है? Okay. Chalo, I'll see you next week. Stop the record.